Ah, there you are. What you doing? Well, I've just got back from work, so I decided to hunt you down. Can't blame me for that. You are the love of my life, after all. Speaking of which, have you moved since I left for work this morning? What makes me say that? Well, for one, you're sat in the same position as when I left. You also have the same cup of coffee. Yeah, that one. It must be ice cold by now. There is also no change in the rest of the house whatsoever. Not even a peep of you going to eat. Not a single cup that I've seen that could have been used to grab a drink. And now that I'm pointing these things out, I can see it on your face. You need to look after yourself better, my dear. Sure, I understand your projects are important to you, but if you don't look after yourself, you won't get the chance to finish them. Yes. I understand you enjoy your work. I enjoy mine. That's why we picked our respective jobs. But that is no excuse not to look after yourself. Now, I'm going to have to punish you. Yes, you heard me right. How, you ask? Easy. I'm going to change the Wi-Fi password. No Wi-Fi, no projects. That, or I'll just block your computer from the system for, let's make it 14 hours. Why 14? Well, 8 at least for sleep, and the others to give your eyes a rest and your limbs a stretch. We also need to get some food and liquids in you. So, come on, be a good girl for me now, and come with me. Yes, I used the words. Well, I know how much you like those words. Now, as I said, be a good girl, stand up, and let's go stretch those limbs. Let's get you fed and watered and get some rest in you. I can see the tightness on your muscles from here, my dear. Don't need to be an expert to see that. Keep arguing with me and I'll extend the time the Wi-Fi's out. Don't worry. You're so far ahead in your work, you're not going to be behind at all. Besides, I'm sure one of the perks of your job is freedom. Being able to do the work you want to when you want to. And you, my dear, seem to have a habit of piling it all on top of you at once. So, come on now. In fact, I'm not just going to feed you. We are going to go to your favorite restaurant. So you're going to go, get washed, get cleaned up. You're going to put on your favorite dress. or my favourite dress, depending on which way you look at it. And we're going to go out for a meal. Then I'm going to take you to go get some supplies. What supplies? Well, by the fact that you haven't moved, I have come to the conclusion that if you're not going to look after yourself and go downstairs in order to get yourself a drink and something to eat, I've decided I'm going to bring those resources to you. What does that mean? It means there's a nice space there under your desk that I'm going to get a nice mini fridge to go in, and I'm going to stock it with some liquid deaths, some bottles of your favourite water, maybe some flavoured waters too, 1 or 2 sodas, all that good kind of stuff. And then I'm going to fill the remaining space of it with some easy snacks to get. I'm going to get you a little snack drawer kind of setup. And depending on how determined you are, I may even get you some cooking and warming up supplies. Little things like kettle and maybe a waffle maker or a pancake thing. I can't remember what those ones are called. Pancake iron? Nah, it's not important. The important thing is that it's here so you can actually eat when I'm not around. And you're going to want to eat when I'm not around and drink, because every time I come home, if I do not need to get you more supplies, and if there are not gaps in, should we call them supply crates? That sounds fun. Yeah. So if there are no gaps in your supply crates, then I'm going to turn the internet off again. Hey, yeah, I like playing my games as well, and I like doing that kind of stuff. But I also have a library of books to catch up on, so I have no qualms whatsoever in sitting on that chair there and reading a book till bedtime. Or occupying myself with you. That is also an option. In fact, that's always an option. Either way, with the internet being off, you're the one that loses out on quote-unquote progress. Although you do gain some other benefits to it. But the choice is left with you, my dear. The important part to me is that you are safe and looked after properly, whether I'm here or not. So, with my plan set, as I said before, are you gonna be a good girl for me, my sweet, and go get ready to go out? Or am I going to have to make you get ready? That's what I thought. Good girl.